I'm Christy Kubert, Manager of Supported Child Development for Prince George. I'm going to take a few minutes to talk about supported child development and the services that we provide and how you can access them. Supported Child Development is a provincially funded program that is funded through the Ministry of Child and Family Development. In Prince George, it is under contract to the Child Development Centre. Supported Child Development provides support and consultation to children who have developmental delays or disabilities between the ages of birth to 12 years and have a developmental delay or disability. That developmental delay or disability can affect the child in various ways. It might affect them in one or more areas of their development, including their physical development, their cognitive development, perhaps their communication skills. It also might affect their social skills or their emotional development, as well as behavioral development. In order to qualify for supported child development, they just simply need to have a delay in one of these areas. Children do not need to have a diagnosis in order to receive services from supported child development. However, if a diagnosis is something that the parent is seeking, we can assist in helping to make appropriate referrals, example, to pediatricians or to early intervention therapists or other people that might help in order to make that diagnosis. One of the main guiding principles of supported child development is inclusion. Children on our caseload have to be in a registered licensed preschool or daycare or after-school care program in order to have our services. And our basic philosophy is that every child belongs in a child care program and has the right to those services. And what we do is we try to help the child to be included to the best of their abilities. Again, another philosophy of supported child development is that we are family-centered, and that being that the child, parent, and family's needs and preferences are considered. The parent's preference for child care is paramount to us, and we will try to provide our services in the child care program of the parent's choosing. The other foundation that we're built on for supported child development is that we look at the child's unique strengths, and those are recognized and supported. So when we first become involved with a family and a child, we will come and meet with the family, preferably with the child care provider present as well. And we will talk with them about the child's strengths and their progress and things that they're good at, but also the things that they need help with. And based on that, we will develop what is called a support guide. And we will set goals and sort of ideas of how we're going to help your child to be included in that child care program. Once that is in place, if a child is on our caseload, we will review it at least once a year, and other documents that could be created by us are things called care plans or individual service plans, and those are often created in conjunction with other professionals such as the therapist or the pediatrician or the family child care provider or preschool teacher, as well as our support staff. So it's a team coming together to write a plan for a child. One of the first things when we receive a referral for a child, which I'll just explain to you, in order to do a referral to SCD, you simply need to call the Child Development Centre and ask to do a referral. Anybody can make a referral for a child as long as the legal guardian or parent gives consent. So that a parent can refer their child. They can also be referred by child care providers, infant development consultants, therapists, occupational therapists, speech therapists, etc., public health nurses, social workers, doctors, and pediatricians. The parent will be the first person that a consultant will contact when we receive a referral in order to ensure that you have actually given consent for your child to receive our services. And that will be followed by an intake meeting where we will have you sign consent to say that we are able to treat your child and to share information regarding your child with other people concerned. And that will be at the support guide meeting. There are different levels of service that supported child development provides. The first level of service would be consultation only, where one of the consultants will meet with you and come up with a plan for your child, and then they may visit the child care program just to help the childcare program, A, to know how to work with your child, and B, to monitor progress and make suggestions about things that could be done to help them. And after those visits, the parent is also communicated as well, or sometimes the parents choose to attend and observe what is happening. The second level of service we provide is consultation along with shared support. And that would be where a consultant would be involved, but also we have support workers who come into the preschools, daycares, and after-school care programs and provide direct intervention with the child, much as early TAs provide in the school district. So our staff will come in and they will provide support to the child based on their care plan and what it is that they need. So perhaps a child needs help with transitions. The support staff will be there to help them anticipate the transitions and be successful. Or, for example, a child is in a wheelchair and has issues with mobility. The support worker will help the child with their mobility concerns so that they can be fully included in the program. The third level of support would be consultation along with one-on-one support. So that would be where a child requires one-on-one support in order to participate in a program. Now, earlier I mentioned shared support, and that would be where more than one child would share the support of the support staff in a program at that time, as long as all of the children's needs were being met. However, some children do require one-on-one support in order to be included in the program, and so that is another level of service that we would provide. One of the things that we consider when we look at putting support in place for a child is whether the parent is working or going to school, which of course we give priority to those families. And also we give priority to children who are entering kindergarten within the next year in order to make sure that we provide the service, the level of service we possibly can prior to that happening. All of our support staff are trained and experienced in working with children with extra needs. If extra training is required, we will make sure that that happens. For example, if nursing supports is required to come in and provide training on things such as ostomy bags or gastronomy tube feeding, then we will take care of that as well. Another service that SE provides is community training for parents and child care providers. We provide workshops and training on when a need is expressed by the community. So sometimes we'll provide several workshops in a year, but we do have an annual Every Child Belongs conference that we have every spring, and it usually has over 200 participants. And we bring in lots of professionals to talk about topics that are really relevant and current to the needs of our community and those working in it. We also promote community capacity, so the consultants are engaged in a lot of different community committees such as Early Years Health Fair, Preschool Health Day Circuit, and Children First committees. We try very hard to have good connections within the community and positive relationships with other child care providers and other agencies. So that is another service that we provide. So if this sounds like something that you are interested for your child and your family, please do not hesitate to call the Child Development Center and make a referral to Supported Child Development, and one of the consultants will respond to the referral as promptly as we can. Thank you.